Hi, I'm Alex from Alex Collier Design. In this video, I'm going to show you how I customize a template, and I'm also going to give you a little bit of a walkthrough of the Showit interface, as well as some tips and tricks along the way. I'm demonstrating this with my Magnolia template, which you can purchase on my website, alexcollierdesign.com/shop. And then anything I say here goes for all of my templates though. So just chose Magnolia to demonstrate since it's kind of a fan favorite. So I'll just kind of go through the home page and show you how I customize this home page. And as I do that, I'll talk a little bit about like how Showit works, kind of some tips and tricks, that kind of thing. So let's go ahead and start at the very top of the page here. We have this header that has kind of like the business name or the logo and then the navigation links. This is actually a site canvas. So canvas just means section of the page. Showit refers to sections as canvases. And a site canvas is a canvas that appears on multiple pages. So right now we're on the home page, but you can see on the about page, on the details page, on the portfolio page, this canvas is the same on all of those pages. So when I want to edit it, rather than having to edit it however many times for however many pages I have, I can just edit it once. So let's go ahead and edit that header. You can add, if you would like to put a logo here, if you have a logo file, you can add an image from your media library. Your logo will just be an image you upload, or you can type in, if you don't have a logo, I recommend just keeping it simple and just typing in your business name. We'll use Dahlia as an example. I just love to use flowers as examples, so we'll just use that for this case. Your links here, you don't need to change these other than your blog, because the template is set up to show you how it works. It's linked to a demo blog, but you're going to delete that, so you will actually just change that to link to blog. Other than that, you don't need to touch these at all unless you are changing or adding pages. Let's go back to the home page, and you can see now that is edited. Now this top section here, we're going to go ahead and edit some images and some text. So let's start here with this image. To change out an image to customize your template, you will just double click on the image and then select the new one that you want. Something you'll notice here is that I just put a vertical image in a square frame, so it doesn't quite look how I want it to look, right? But what I can do is I can select the image, come over here to image, and then under position, I can play around with this number here to move this picture around in the frame. So like 50%, I think that looks pretty good. Something to keep in mind is that the image, when I change an image, it's going to change it on both desktop and mobile, but it will not change the position on both. So let me show you. Down here is where you can look at the desktop view or the mobile view, or you can look at them side by side. Here you can see that this image did change, but it didn't change the position. So I'll just need to go in and change that for mobile as well. Okay, I'm going to go back to the desktop view. Now this up here is a gallery. So these are multiple images. You can see when I selected this image, it has a blue box around the entire image. If I click on this image here of this bride and groom, see how that blue box is not just around that image, it's around this whole container up here. That's because that's a gallery. I'm going to double click on that gallery, and similarly it brings up my media library. Now I can click and select and just click that red trash can to take those images out of the gallery, and now I can put my images in. So I'm clicking the Command key to select multiple, just picking some random images here. These images are from Stock that I'm demonstrating with. That's my stock photo library that I love subscribing to and use all the time. I'll put the link to that in the video description. So once I click that blue button, add those to the gallery, I can also click and drag to move them around if I want. If I decide, oh, you know what, I don't want this one in the gallery, just click that trash can, it takes it out, okay? Then you click Save, and now that is updated with the new images. To edit text, you're just going to double click, and you can type directly on the page. So let's say, luxury wedding planner serving couples in, I'll pick a long city name to show you what happens here. So now you can see that went onto the next line because this text box wasn't wide enough. What I can do is just grab this and just drag it out, and now it's going to be on one line. And then you can just, same thing, edit this text here. Now, a recommendation I have, this is a good tip, is when you are changing the text on the template, try to keep the word count and or the character count the same as what is in the placeholder. And if you do that, then you're going to have a pretty safe bet that what you wrote is going to fit well into the template. Because if you're pasting like way too much text in here, Now you're going to have to play around with like the sizing of the canvas. You're going to have to move around different elements. It'll just get a little bit more complicated. I'm just doing Command Z right now to undo that. You also have an undo and a redo button down here. So just keep that in mind, that the sizing of the text is pretty important. Okay. Now these icons here are to link to your social media. And you can see under click actions, it's meant to link to social link. Oh, let me fix that. It will link to your Instagram. Where you set that is under site settings, social. Third parties, that's where you put your Google Analytics. Under social, this is where you can put all your social links. You don't have to put all of these if you, for example, maybe you don't have or use like a Snapchat for your business, but probably like your Instagram, your Facebook, maybe your Pinterest, put those in, and then that will automatically link from here. As we scroll down the page, before I keep going, let me say, we will always want to make sure that like the mobile view looks good when we're changing one or the other. So like this California, like I can pull this out here, but now it's not going to show up because it's going off the side of the page. So what I'm going to do instead is just kind of move these items down. So you might just need to kind of move things a little bit just as things fit for your business. Okay. Same thing you would do here is change out the text, change out these images. And then here, these are already set to link to the pages of the site. So unless you're changing your pages, you don't need to change these links here. Same with this one right here. What you will change here is the canvas background. So again, this is an image, right? This image of these wedding rings, but we're not going to change it the same way we changed these images up here. Because it's set to be a canvas background, it's going to stretch the full width of the page, the full height of the section, the canvas. So what you will do is with that canvas selected, you'll come here to canvas background. That is where you will change that image. And for a canvas background, I recommend choosing a horizontal image. You might have image quality issues if you choose a vertical image. That is not going to change it on mobile necessarily. You'll need to either choose a different image for mobile, or what you can do is click merge using desktop, and that will merge those so that they are the same. Okay. Again, you can change the text, even though you don't need to change this link because it's meant to link to the experience page, the details page. But what you will probably want to change is the actual name of your business. So as we scroll down the page, we have these as seen in links. So these are your site logos. These are your logos for like places you've been featured. These are just images. So you would just change those the same way you changed the other images on your site. Same thing here, changing the text, changing the images. This section is meant to link to blog posts. So these are actually not linked anywhere because you're going to be linking them to the actual URL of your blog post. And that is, you create your blog post in WordPress, not Showit. So you'll kind of wait till like the end of the process when you have your blog ready to go to then come back and link these to your blog posts. And you'll just do that as a URL link and just paste that URL link right there. Testimonial, that's just text. You'll just type in and change that. Again, this is meant to be linking to a blog post, the same situation where you'll link it to a URL of your blog post, but you'll want to manually put in like the picture that goes with that, the title, the text. There's a free download canvas on this template. So if you have a free download for your email newsletter, for example, you can put that here. Or if you don't, you can simply come over and delete a canvas. You can always add canvases back in. You always have access to every page and every canvas that comes with your template. So don't be afraid that you're going to like lose access to something. You can always add it back in. And let me actually show you how you can add a canvas back in, because something else you can do with adding canvases is you can kind of like mix and match across the pages of your site. So let's say you have a canvas on a different page that you actually really want to be on your home page. You can actually add that to your home page by adding from your library. For me, this is going to be under my sites because it's my site I designed. For you, it'll be under my library. You'll pick your template. You'll pick what page the template is on the canvas is on that you want to copy over. And then you will pick the canvas and add it. It'll always add it to the bottom, but you just click and drag it where you want it to go. And now you have this canvas on your page that you can use for whatever you want, right? This is set as a wedding, to show a wedding portfolio, but let's say you wanted this to be your about page. You could say view about me, and you could link it to your about page, for example. Okay. And then you have, again, this is another site canvas. So this appears on multiple places on that, on the site. So you would just type in here, go back, and then same thing with your footer that appears multiple places. This email subscribe, these are just placeholders. So you would want to delete these and actually add embed code from your email marketing systems, whether that's Flowdesk or something else. You would add that here. And you would also add it to your advanced settings, your custom head HTML. That's where you'll put the part of the embed code for. If that's going to your email system will let you know like what code goes here. But that's just so you know where that is. So that is how you customize your site. Pretty simple to go through and just copy paste any text that you have, pop in your images. Don't really need to mess with the links too much. And you'll just do that for every page of your site. You'll delete the demo blogs, and you will then connect your domain. When you're ready to launch, the Showit team will help you with that and with getting your blog set up, and then you can publish and you are ready to go. So that is customizing your Showit template. I'm always here if you have any questions. Please, you can either comment on this video or you can send me an email at alex@alexcollierdesign.com, and I can't wait to see what you create. Bye.